as an experiment, just see right now if you can actually quiet your mind. Can you actually stop all of these thoughts? Just for a brief moment, can you do it? Okay, and most likely, the answer is no. Okay, you're going to try to quiet your mind. You're like, okay, I can do this. Deep breath. Yeah, brief moment. And suddenly, a little thought's going to pop in. I wonder if I am quieting my mind. Damn it, that was a thought, so that means I'm not quieting my mind. I feel a little frustrated now. Shit, okay, wait, focus now, focus, come on. Try to quiet your mind. Man, I'm thinking about this other, okay, focus, okay. Try to quiet your mind. Don't think. Am I thinking? Okay, no, that means I'm thinking. If I'm thinking, okay, quiet your mind. There's this other thing, I forgot. I forgot to do this today. Now I'm a little worried. Okay, now forget about that. Try to quiet your mind. And you literally can't. Okay, most of us, we have this constant background noise, okay, this constant static, just like compulsive thoughts on and on and on. This is why we gravitate to things like alcohol, drugs, okay, which is our only relief apart from, say, sleep, because we just can't stop thinking. Okay, it's absolutely insane, and this here, okay, is what creates, first of all, this illusion of separation, and this is what cuts us off from ourselves and the world around us. Okay, if you look at yourself right now, do you really see you? And the answer is no. Your mind, okay, thinking gets in the way. What do you really see? You see the mental concept of you, okay, the false self, if you will, also known as the ego. If you look at me right now through your computer screen or through your cell phone screen, do you really see me? No, okay, you see the idea of me, the label of me, the concept of me, the image of me, okay? Thinking, compulsive thinking, judgments, labels, so on and so forth, gets in the way, okay? Everything that you see through this screen, okay? Again, this screen of labels, judgments, words, definitions, and you're cut off, okay? You create this illusion of separation. It gets in between you and yourself, between you and other people, between you and nature, between you and everything. Okay. Now, when you hear this, it can sound, a little scary, a little depressing, like, oh my God, like what? The good news is you can free yourself from your mind. Okay. And the first step to doing so is to learn to disidentify from your mind. Okay. To realize that you are not your mind. Okay. And to do this, simply start listening to that voice in your head. Okay. That little voice you just can't turn off. Okay. As we kind of saw before, just simply watch that voice. Okay. He calls this watching the thinker. Okay, listen to that little voice that comments, speculates, judges, compares, complains, likes, dislikes, and don't judge it, okay? Because if you judge it, what happens? Your mind got in the back door. So simply watch it impartially, let it be, and what you'll soon realize is that there is the voice, okay? Oh my God, how long is this taking? Oh, why can't I quiet my mind? Oh, this is so annoying. Oh my God, I just can't stop thinking. There's that little voice, okay? And then there is you who's listening to it, who's watching it. Okay, there's the voice, and here I am. And this I am realization, okay, this sense of your own presence is not a thought, it's something that arises from beyond the mind. Okay, it's a higher level of consciousness that's now become activated. Okay, and you no longer derive your sense of self from the content and activity of your mind, and you no longer take the content of your mind all that seriously. Okay, your mind is not you. What is you? That presence. That presence that can watch and just witness the thoughts of the mind, okay, everything just going on. That is you. Once you identify with that instead of your mind doesn't run you anymore. Okay, you can kind of just sit back and just listen to your mind. You're sitting here, it's like right now it's pretty fucking hot while I'm recording this. I'd be like, oh, it's so hot, or I could just watch my mind, like, man, it's so hot. I'm like, okay, observe the mind and smile at the mind. Okay, and by doing this, whatever thought you have loses its power over you and quickly subsides. Okay, you're no longer energizing it through identification with it, and you simply let go of it. Okay, by you identifying with it, you're hanging on to it. Okay, simply take the energy away from it, observe it, take that perspective, and let it go. Identification with the mind gives it more energy. Observation of the mind withdraws energy from it. Okay, now, when a thought subsides, what you'll experience is a gap of no mind. Okay, you take perspective, you identify with that presence, and you just observe the thought. okay? And after a while, because you, again, withdraw the energies, will die down, okay? And when it dies down, there'll be a little gap of nothing, okay? A little gap where you actually manage to quiet your mind. Now, in the beginning, okay, this gap may just be a second or two, okay? But with time, it'll gradually become longer until ideally it becomes your predominant state. But during this little gap, you'll feel a certain stillness and peace inside of you, okay? A feeling you're probably not used to experiencing. And that feeling there is you getting back in touch with that state of felt oneness with being, okay? It's you getting back in touch with your true nature. And the only way to do this is to quiet your mind, okay? That's the way you do it. And don't try to think about this state, because that'll happen. You're like, well, what is this state of felt oneness with being? Let me think about it. And once you kind of have that little gap, you're like, wait a minute, let me think. Is this the state? Okay, you can't think about it. You can only know it by experiencing it. Okay, a great quote from the book here is, the problems of the mind cannot be solved on the level of the mind because the mind is the problem. Okay, by you trying to think about this state, you're getting sucked back into the fucking problem. Okay. Now, as a little side note here too, the mind, okay, this here, the way he uses this word is not just thought, but also emotions, okay? And emotions here arise at the place where, you know, your mind meets the body, okay? But mind, let's just say capital M, encompasses all of this. So you can observe thoughts, but you can also observe your body's reaction to your mind, okay? And what he says is that if you really want to know your mind, your body will always give you a truthful reflection. So observing the mind, okay, being that witnessing presence, means observing thoughts, but also emotions, okay? And oftentimes too, they kind of feed off each other, okay? A thought feeds energy to the emotion, which in turn energizes the thought pattern, and so on, okay? So the only difference is when you're watching a thought, it's in your mind. When you're watching an emotion, okay, it's you experiencing it in your body. Okay, but no matter what, don't judge it, okay? Withdraw that energy that fuels it.